Hi, happy Thursday. I am Meredith and I am here with our message for the 1st of May. Happy May Day. Happy Beltane to those who celebrate. And happy National Day of Prayer. All right. It's May 1st, 2025. We've got Scarlet Rose Tarot on the table. We have the sun in Taurus. The moon moved into Cancer at about 3 something this morning in this time zone. The moon is new, and we're checking out the energy atmosphere. What's on offer to us today? Our first card is King of Swords. Nice. This card brings lots of discernment, great decision making, and as I share so often, and the reason I share so often is because the King and the Queen of Swords have a reputation for being bitter and cold. I'd like to change that reputation. These two, they make tough decisions. And they say no when they want to say yes. Because they're looking at the bigger picture. And they're looking at the benefit for everyone involved in the choices that they make. So there may be plenty of ripple effect to go around for choices and decisions that we're making. And they have the potential to affect others. So discernment is very key here. And it's our first card. Be looking at the big picture today and be discerning about it. I feel like we've turned a whole new page. That's my intuition. And the cards, they lend themselves to that message lately. That we're in a great manifestation phase. We're seeing great results for the investment of our energy. Our next card here is 6 of Wands, which is victory and success. So we've likely already made the tougher decisions and we're celebrating our successes. And I sense here there's so much more to come. So victory, success, and harmony in the 6 of Wands. Our next card is 5 of Wands. Yesterday we had 5 of Swords, which is a much more serious engagement of wrestling with aspects of our personality. Let's just say soulful presence to ego awareness. I've experienced it myself. I've caught myself in some situations where my ego is ready to run wild on something. What's so great about catching that is that you consider your victories, your successes, and ask yourself, what's the better way to go here? Here's the cheat. It's always love. Always get into your heart space. So anyway, 5 of Wands. I feel like this is after, this is the feeling after having navigated our 5 of Swords yesterday. Doesn't necessarily feel like a win yet. That's okay. Next card. Page of Cups. See, something new is coming our way. Page of Cups, holding the Ace of Cups, which we had right in the middle of the reading yesterday. And I think the Knight of Cups came right after it. So today we have the Page of Cups, which is a card of confirming one's manifestation, creative process. How we've poured the passion into what has the greatest meaning for us. And it's a whole new journey. As I said over here, I was feeling like we've turned the page. We're in a whole new chapter. We're just at the beginning. There's a lot to consider. Be discerning about your considerations. And keep in mind, the 5 of Wands is a little bit of tenderness within the ego, having been put in its place lovingly and gently. The 5 of Wands shows us the tendency for it to resurrect itself. The Judgment card would be perfect right there. Okay, next we have the Hermit, A Quest Beckons. How beautiful is that? You want to see that card. This is a card about going deeper on the new path. We're going deeper in. And some of us are tentative about it, we're touching the surface of the water, watching it move, seeing what it will do. We may be taking that approach when it comes to our next steps. That's cool, as long as you're taking steps. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How is the universe helping us out behind the scenes? Our first card is 5 of Cups. So Five of Cups, Five of Wands showing after Five of Swords in yesterday's message. So there's plenty of change to go around, and it's all change that we've made. The Five of Cups is another card I would really love to upgrade, up level the reputation for. This is a card that is considered sorrowful, and I feel that the card itself is more reverent than sorrowful. And I feel the Five of Cups is, you know, sort of us taking a look back on the changes that we've made and the changes that have occurred on our foundation that have affected us from another ripple elsewhere, right? So at the beginning of this year, I'm going to throw a personal note in here. The beginning of this year, my father passed away. So the Five of Cups is a bit of reverence. Pardon. I meant to share that strong. So it's easy to take stock, right? And that's what I feel this five is about. It's having reverence for the journey and growing from it. Our next card, the Magician. Show me the magic. Show me the magic in all of the adjustments that we're making. As above, so below. What you put in is what you get out. And, you know, this is the most exciting carnival ride of our life, right? It's the life we create for ourselves. So taking a pause and having some reverence for everything that's come before you, to decisively and with great discernment make new magical decisions for ourselves as we go forward into a whole new chapter in this beautiful quest that's been calling to the wildness of our own hearts anyway. And there's a feeling of being set free and liberated as we journey on, though we're still full of the raw emotion and love that has been generated from everything that we have been in evolution with. So let's, you know, according to the bottom of the deck, let's turn that into something super powerful for ourselves. Next card. Ace of Wands. Does it get better? You know, anything challenging here is quickly neutralized by an ace. Aces are also new beginnings and fresh starts, which we're seeing here with the page and our magical manifestation. Because we have reverence, because the quest is beckoning and calling us, and we're garnering all of our gains here and leveraging all of those gains on the now moment as we magically move forward. Another page. Page of Swords, fresh messages incoming. Pay attention to the intuitive signs and symbols that are showing up in your environment. And then beautiful Knight of Pentacles coming back again. It's the second time we've seen this card this week. And this is the card of self-sovereignty. And how beautiful is that? So inadvertently challenged myself with being in the now and having my ego rise up in that, and then garnering gains and being reverent, having a bird's eye view of how all the pieces and parts are working together and moving on our behalf. And the best thing we can do is stay sovereign to self in the very exquisite now moment. Reflect, rejoice, celebrate, take a walk on the wild side. That's the feeling I have here. It's showing in the Magician card. It's even showing in the Hermit card, believe it or not. The quest beckons. All right, angel answers. Fresh message, ask questions. Wow, cards falling out of the deck. Get confirmation. We have emphatic success. I think it's the third time this week that we've seen this card. And meditation brings answers. That's how we regroup, and that's a bit of what we're seeing on that Five of Cups. We have reverence for the journey. And meditation will reveal, like Page of Swords style reveal, intuitive messages coming our way. Then we have the Wait card. I call this pause. You know, it's like the Hanged Man, pause for enlightenment. No rash decisions and no headstrong actions. That's what I feel. Don't let your stubbornness get the best of you. Remain positive. Absolutely. Yeah, pause for enlightenment so that the big happy changes can come our way because we remain positive. We stay focused on our successes. Especially when we meditate and garner our gains. How perfect. Angels and ancestors. How's our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? Okay. That's cool. We have the Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah, that's so sweet. Everything is an exchange, a giving and a receiving. And give and receive within self-sovereignty to your waking human consciousness and your soulful presence. Allow one to inform the other. Allow the infinity loop to flow beautifully there and reap the rewards of being awake, aware, and alert. Final word on the reading from the Elemental Oracle comes with these 3 cards. And I asked, what is our best response to anything quirky, unusual, and unexpected within the day? And this is what fell out of the deck. Fascinating. The Equator. That's cool on May 1st. I like it. Okay. To make equal, balancing our own scales, our shadow and our light. You know, yesterday we had the Sun card out of this deck, and its message was the light. And I think I said something about being the light. So we can cast our own shadow and look into that shadow and harmonize the energies there so that these energies are balanced or harmonized at the very least. Next, breath. Breath is life. Reestablish your belly breathing today, folks. If you haven't been, don't shallow breathe. Breathe down into your belly. In for 4, out for 6. That'll reset your nervous system. Just passing that advice along. And then we have, hey, electricity. Yeah, do the breath work. Make your own electricity. Balance your scales. Be the light. And bring the wildness, because that's the message of this card. Your wild, free-spirited nature is required. It's the essential ingredient in your self-sovereignty. So bring it and have the best Thursday ever. Thank you all so much for being here. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.